so we're clear, you're going to see me mess with my hair a lot. So this right here is my spoiler-free review of the Sonic 3 movie. And now that that's out of the way, I cannot express to you how much I loved that movie. If that wasn't an indication that I might like Sonic, haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if it's for me. Maybe this will convince you. Viola. Did he just expose himself? So real quick, I grew up with Sonic. You know, this Sonic, not this Sonic.
It's hideous.
We all know what I'm talking about. But for the record, the movie was fantastic. Like, amazing. Again, there's no spoilers in this one. But as somebody that grew up with Sonic in the, I guess you could say the late 90s or whatever, because I am 32 in February. You are a fossil. It was such a breath of fresh air for like movies and begin with, just because like to me, 5 out of the 6 trailers that I saw before the movie were all just reboots of things that already existed. So to see something that is actually new and fresh and Sonic is cool again, I was so excited to actually see it. I went there by myself, and you know what? It was a fantastic time. I could not have had a better time. I was sitting there just like, oh, which leads me to this point. I took this picture with these people. I do not know these people. It was a great time. But anyway, I went in there with my supersonic backpack. Yeah, right there. Sat up at the back, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going in with expectations. And now those expectations were already kind of high, but they were broken way out of the water. I had so much fun. The entire movie, I'm talking like every 10 minutes, I was just like freaking out the entire time. You know, the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. And it was just an absolutely wonderful time. Like I said, I don't think that honestly it could have been any better. The only thing that I could really say is they did take, of course, a few cues from like themselves, and they did tweak the actual story from Sonic Adventure 2 a little bit. And honestly, if I didn't know the story from Adventure 2 so well, I would honestly say that like this was a great change. It made sense in context. And of course, there is something towards the end of it, like, is it a perfect Sonic Adventure 2 movie? No, I don't think that there honestly could be a perfect Sonic Adventure 2 movie. But to somebody that grew up with Adventure 1 and massively loved Adventure 2 as everybody over the age of 25 did, it was just so wonderful to actually see something, your childhood hero, actually on the screen. And his characterization was so much better than the first movie, especially, and as well as the second one. But holy crap, his whole coming of age thing was just wonderful. And we kind of knew that, honestly. Like watching the first 2 movies, you could see, okay, he's a little bit more mature in number 2. He's, well, not very mature in number 1, but he sure is there in his blue furry goodness on the screen. And that's all, honestly, that any Sonic fan could actually want. Like, I never thought that I would be able to say, as an adult, Sonic has not just 1, not 2, 3 movies, and everybody likes them. What, man? Like, it's so cool. So as far as like reviews go and everything, I would honestly give this like, okay, how about this? As a movie, Sonic bias aside, which believe it or not, I can do, I would give it like an 8.5. No, I would give it a 9, honestly. The pacing was kind of odd in some spots towards the like first third or so of the movie. There was a couple things I was just like, wait, that seems a bit too important to kind of go that fast through. And then there was a big moment where I'm like, wait. Did he just... But other than, honestly, the pacing kind of being a little odd at times, I loved it. And the last act of the entire film was just phenomenal. They did change a decent amount of things towards the end. Honestly, I would say it's probably just the biggest change of the entire movie, or at least from the game anyway. And it wasn't a bad change. It really wasn't. It was just, as a diehard fan of course, what the game it's based on, it was a fantastic film. But the changes at the end, do not go into it thinking like, this is the Sonic Adventure 2 movie. Because then you'll be disappointed, because it is certainly not 1-to-1. It's like 1 to like 0.75, which is more than 0.74. Math. But I truly can say, like, I'm not like really big on movies anyway. What is going on here? And for me to actually say, hey, not only did I enjoy this movie, I loved that movie. I loved that movie. And Sure, again, I get it. Maybe a little biased. But if I can enjoy something that little kid me would have actually like been freaked out to see on the screen, I was sitting there freaking out the entire movie. Yeah, if you were like any type of Sonic fan whatsoever and you see like, what's the Black Hedgehog's name? Oh, that's just Black Sonic. Go see the movie. I promise you, you will love it. And if you are a Sonic fan, you will freak out. Again, there are so many things I want to say, but regardless, I loved it so much that I decided to hop on the computer, turn on the camera, turn on the microphone, and then start filming a video that which I can post to the interwebs. If you were kind of on the fence, like, oh, it might be all right. No. Go see it. Right now. Like, right now. What do you mean it's 3 in the morning and you haven't eaten and you're not even wearing clothes? Okay, well, put those on. Go to the theater right now. Kick that kid out of the way. This movie is not for them. It is just not for them. It is for us. And if you are watching this and you are under the age of 20, let us have this. What do people like under 20? Bluey? I don't know. I don't have a kid yet. Well, at least I didn't have to hear Baby Shark. But either way, I just, as sincere as I can put it, if you were on the fence, or if you said, oh, I want to see this, or I'm like, oh, I'm so excited, it is better than you think it will be. Just trust me on that. It is better than you think it will be. And there might be a person or two who's just like, oh, is that song in the movie? Is that song in the movie? I don't know. Huh. I did just get back from seeing it, but I don't know the answer to that. I guess you might have to just go see it yourself. But overall, I would honestly give it a 5 out of 5. And that is just, I have seen like 2 movies in the last few years. Okay? I realize my opinion probably is not the best moviegoer opinion. But if you're watching this, you are probably a Sonic fan, such as I, which means you should go see it. So please just do us both a favor. Comment on this after you've watched it. I don't know. I do not care. Go there. If you have a character backpack like that Supersonic that's right there, just go with it. I saw some people wearing like the beanies with the ears, of course the hoodies and everything. Some people had their face painted. It was wonderful. But with all of that said, please, again, just go see it. As excited as I am, I want to share this moment with other people. I don't have anybody to talk to about this, and I saw it technically the early showing because as I see it is now the 19th of December 2024. So to me, to get out, like I didn't go see like the premiere in Los Angeles. Nope. Hopped on Fandango, said, you know what? That right there. I can't wait an extra 24 hours because I'm a child and I'm impatient. And it was the best impatience in my entire life. Go see Sonic 3, comment on it afterwards and whatnot, because again, I don't have anybody to talk to about this. And I don't even simply mean because people haven't seen it. I don't have a lot of Sonic-loving friends, so please, comment down there after you see it, of course, if this video does well enough or whatever. Let's enjoy something that we have enjoyed for years together, because that brings us together, and it's so exciting. And with all of that said, the last thing I want to show you is those things right there, the Sonic and the Shadow. Look how big these things are. Do you see this? They're massive! Look at them in all their glory. I'm gonna sign off for now. The microphone's in Shadow's face. So, again, go see the movie, and peace out. One thing I would like to note that I didn't mention when I was recording this the first time, one of the reasons why the entire thing was super important to me was as I was growing up, me and my mom, we bonded over the Adventure 2 game specifically. I remember her and I would both draw the characters and everything, and it kind of like gave me a really big thing for some type of art. Like I do photos, graphics, and videos and all that type of thing. But she passed away in 2003. And that was one of the very big things for me growing up. Like, we bonded over that. So, I don't even care that I recognize that I have a bias. To be able to see the movie based on the game that me and my mom bonded over before she passed away so long ago, I nearly shed multiple tears. And I'm certainly not ashamed of it.